What's up, YouTube fam? This is Dark Angel's Journey, and I'm Shakira. All right, so we're back again for some good testing activities. I got my trusty book here. I'm making some notes. What I'm planning on focusing on right now is trying to see if I can find good market structure breaks or breakup structures with really strong order blocks in higher time frames, so that could be like 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever, and then going into the lower time frames and trying to find a decent entry, right? So if that sounds like a good time to you, let's figure it out. I'm going to stick with trusty Bitcoin for the moment. I've already dropped um, the repay black a bit. I've been trying to think to myself, like, how the heck would I have traded this ridiculous sideways action that's been going on recently? Anyway, so let's dive right in. So some stuff that we're going to be looking for. So we're looking for like a strong market structure break like this one right here. Um, that one's nice on the daily. It's strong, pumping down on uh, nice red candles coming down. This one might not show up for a while, maybe after a break or something, and we might tip back down. So we'll see. And we need to make sure it happens all at once, right? Like not too many green candles kicking in, and it happens with a bunch of imbalances. So of course we have our trusty imbalance finder and higher high, lower lows indicators attached. And the other thing I'm hoping to see is like some kind of engulfing candle as well at the break area. And then of course we want to see a fast pump or dump, and then a slow pullback, and then hopefully it's at some kind of key level, and then we'll try and get the trade in at the first test of the order block or the demand zone. Got my trusty notes here, so I'm gonna try and like remember, and all of these things aren't gonna come together perfectly, right? So if I can get like 3 or 4 of them, then yay. All right, so check it. Let's dump this down to the 4 hour and let's see what we can see. And I think half of my problem is that I can't see all of the juicy items. So what is this? This is probably an imbalance down here. Yep. So I have an imbalance. It's been eaten, looks like. Yeah, hold on. Let's clean things up a bit. So if it's already been eaten, then I don't want to see it because it's not an area of interest anymore. Yeah, so let's bring this over. So that's gone. Definitely all eaten up, at least by here. And the other one that got created here got eaten as well, so that's not an area of interest. Okay, so the fun part about this is trying to figure out or plan for both potentials, right? Right now things are coiling upwards, so let's do this. Actually, let me take my higher low, higher eyes off for a second here so I can see the bottoms. Let me just get a little like, I want to get as many touches as possible. Going up, let's see, on the 4 hour. So I know, I don't need to be perfect, but the better it is, the more accurate the touches, the better the potential for those, right? All right, so there's this one where we got 1, 2, 3, and zoom in a little bit on this section here. Almost. Yes, yes, touch, 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 touch. All right, cool. And this false break area. And on top of all of that, let's add our higher lows back in. And now what I'm looking for, it looks like we're in a bit of an uptrend, right? And let's see, we've got this level here. All right, let's do that, guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a good level right there. Then there's this breakout area here to be aware of. So I'm not going to do a whole thing, but I'm just going to be like something like that. So if it goes over it, then definitely. I'll make this orange because I'm trying to keep the color meanings right in my head. Red daily, orange, more of a local thing. So we're looking at a bit of a squeeze here coming up. All right, so what do we have? We have an uptrend after a very juicy drop, and I need a nice juicy break. So we had one here, and it's not super clear, honestly. We see that the buyers came in again, and we're losing steam here because these aren't too far away from each other, not to mention we're at a level of some sort. And it looks like we're consolidating a little. And this higher low, 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 but it's still an uptrend for me. So I don't know if I really feel like that's the thing. Let's go down to like the 1 hour and maybe we can see something a little bit easier. And that's the thing, like actually recognizing what you're looking for is my issue, right? Okay. So we've got this break right here. All right. It's not the worst, it's not the strongest, but it's a break. And let me come in here and just add I'm just gonna call it a regular break. And it looks like this one's already sort of, when did it break? It broke off of this one, then bounced back down. Not the best. This tiny, tiny red candle here. But hey, check it. It's on this break, we had this tiny red candle that did it. It's not much, but we have an imbalance up here. So apparently imbalance with order block equals dragon fruit, which is a strong potential. So I guess if we'd pulled back and seen this, not to mention it's a bit of an engulfing candle as well. The reason why we're not all the way down here is because that price meandered. There's this big imbalance down here and meandered, hung out. Actually, it's probably this red candle right here, sorry. And again, still a good combo together. So you would have waited for price to pull back, and it did, which is nice. And then for a continuation up to this level. So not bad, but nothing we can use for that. So let's move along. What do we have closer on? So we had this breakout. We have this juicy imbalance up here. And this break is not a bad place. Let's see a potential here. So let's do this as a break. Let's drop that down. And I'm expecting price to continue down, but we've got this, and we're hunters. I'm gonna use the body of this thing. We're hunting for this green candle, and we're gonna say we have, this is an order block, and I'm gonna change the color of that puppy to like whatever, green. And then we also have an imbalance just below it as well. So it's a good place for price to come back in, which it did. Tapped it a little bit there. And it didn't bother with the order block, which I find happens all the time. So technically, if you'd seen that coming, you could have taken, for this break, you could have taken maybe at the beginning of the break. I sometimes like to try for the middle, which doesn't usually work out for me. So I'm finding that like at the point of this area here, and then put your stop loss above that area, and then aim for an imbalance or something, you know? So we have this juicy imbalance all the way down here, so you could have aimed for like the beginning of that in case price decided to like just hit it and quit it. Ignore that. That wasn't very professional. My bad, guys. Oh yeah, so I got my caramel frap today with a little extra caramel drizzle. All right. So here's the thing, right? Like this is one way of entering into this type of a trade, but before you get ahead of yourself, let's like jump into like, I don't know, the 15 minutes to see if there was like another break at that area as well. I highly doubt it since it's one big old thing, at least not for that, but a more secure entry And we planning for this, guys. We planning, because guess what the plan was, right? The plan was that price is gonna blow down this way, come back up into our area like so, hit it, and then come back down again. And then we take our profits down here somewhere. That's what we're hoping for. Boom. Does it have to be perfect? I'm learning. No, it does not. It's crazy, right? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, so let's come in here. So on the 15-minute, what do you see? You see this break right here. That's not bad. And I'm starting to understand, mother of what? So then this break, green candle combination with the imbalance here, then that means this would have given you a more secure entry, right? Just after this stop hunt up here. So then your short could have been like, I don't know, as soon you could have been like, all of this or none of it or middle of it. I sometimes try for the middle, like I told you, I do. And if you were being, what's what I'm looking for, conservative, stop losses, usually the high plus the ATR for a little safety. And then you want to aim for like some imbalances. So there is an imbalance down here as well. But if we also remember, there's a juicy one all the way down here. But I honestly feel like get in and out and take your money. So I'm saying take your money and go and run. Run. So go in for this imbalance. Could have stopped at the top of this imbalance. Take your money. And this cluster right here is also a bit of an order block too. Ooh, I wonder if this is like a supply and resistance flip too. Those are juicy and nice areas to check for as well. So let's see. Let me zip this over this way. So price came in here, tap that, tap that, tap that. There's a breakdown, tap that, hung out. Yeah, a little SR flip action up in here too. So let me draw that out. And apparently these things happen everywhere, right? How fun. Anyway, let's make those like, I've been making those like a dark, whatever. Okay. Anyway, so that's what we're hoping for there. Going to the smaller time frames, you could have even gone into like, I don't know, 5 minutes and look for something a little bit more juicy, break-wise, and seen it. Because, yeah, so there's that break. Yep, there's your nice. And the other thing that really, 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 could help is this engulfing candle too. It engulfs that guy. That's a nice place for an entry, even if you were like, oh, there's a tiny imbalance here, let me grab the middle of that, and then boom. Yeah, like entering on the next candle. You could have entered down here, above here, even better on the 5 minutes. Actually, no, sorry, that's not right, because look at how that worked. Like, don't listen to me. Above this guy would have been your best bet for stop loss, because price oscillated a bit before it got into it. The other thing you got to be super comfy with is being in the red. Man, does that part suck. And in this case, you'd have been in the red like for about 3.5 hours. Boo. Anyway, so there's that break. Was there a better, nicer, juicier break? There's that guy. We never came back up. That's a better break anyway. Boom. And some little liquidity hunting there. Anyway, all right. So there's that option. So I'm gonna roll back up into 15-minute, and let's come back to an area where we can actually do something. Oh my God, this is gross looking. I mean, really gross looking. Crud. I'm just gonna mark out this imbalance down here, but why do I always get these hard scenarios whenever I go backwards in the charts? Okay, so what do we have? On the 15-minute, we had prices done the whole drop, retrace, drop thing. I might be mixing up where the supply resistance flip is, but that's not surprising. Wow, is my laptop making that weird noise? Crazy. All right, what do we have? So on the 15-minute, we have this juicy break. Is it already all used up? Let's find out. So I'm looking for, so we rolled up. Yeah, we got a swing failure here, or liquidity hunt, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to call it a swing failure. I really need to change this. It's not. And definitely, but we have this giant engulfing candle. Now, I think location matters for these things. So let me try and zoom out a little bit so I get some perspective, because sometimes you can get like zoom all the way in and you lose perspective of where things are and what the higher level thing is. And honestly, we're in like a little sideways thing, right? So let me see if I can't, well, hold on. Sometimes seeing these patterns is insane, right? Let me do this. What is happening here? Is there something? I love a good flag, because then that tells me, that gives me more information, right? So let me make sure I get all my touchies. Hold on. I don't want to, I'm not trying to make it work for me, but I'm just, so 1, 2, pass through almost. Again, let me take my higher lows off, because sometimes they get in the way, I can't see. Or maybe I prefer this way. Yes, I think so. That encompasses more of the price. So 1, 2, a little bust through. Nice ride there. And for my next hat trick, whoa. Okay, that puts things into perspective. So if I'm gonna believe this, I believe, and I'm starting to understand the flow of these things, is that this is going to pop up and come up here. So my question is there anything juicy up here I need to focus on? So we already know we have this imbalance. Some of it's been eaten, so let's adjust that up. We also have this order block from my previous thing where I could take a short from once it goes up into it. And anything, oh yes, that's already eaten, but something that might pull like a false breakout of this level, or even a real one, who the hell knows, is this imbalance right above it. So, okay, so if that's the case, we're on the 15-minute. This consolidation, how long has it been doing this? 61 bars, 65 bars. Yes, it's going to be a relatively strong move. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this. We have an imbalance down here, which is somewhat scary. What I'm looking for right now is, and let's try and plan this out, right? I'm looking for a break, retest, and then continuation up, right, to this order block, and then continuation up like that. That's what I'm looking for. And up to that area. Now, with this consolidating as tightly as it is, I just need to see, and it could just break and go for all I know. You know what I'm saying? But there's imbalances down here, but it's been tight to this area, coiling. And did I have a good, well, there's also this break right here. It's a good one as well for potential for dropping. But that's all the way down here for a thing at this thing. So leave that alone for the moment. Let's go into like the 2-minute and see what's actually going on in this space right here. Wow. It's a lot of action, a lot of breaks you could have played with it in this space too. Look at that break. It came back up and and dealt with that imbalance and then dropped back down to eat a little something as it coiled around. So, wow, you could really be trading these tiny time frames like up and down like a crazy person. But these, whoa, that's insane. All right, so right now, do I have, let's let this play out a bit on this lower time frame. Let's see. All right, maybe I'm wrong, but what I'm looking for is a good, there it goes. All right, fake out, coming down. 2 minutes is so volatile. Let's make this 5 minutes because these time frames really. So what I'm looking for right now is a break and retest. So let's see if that plays out the way I hope it does. Honestly, a lot of these times it doesn't. Like it likes to pop up a little, drop down, do some stuff, and then go up. It's so frustrating. Okay, so we're still respecting this and we're breaking down. And oh my God. Wow. Okay, so that was mean. That was also mean. Okay, so far, all this is telling me to run and hide. All right, so based on this action right here, so pause. So hold on a second. So it ate this imbalance that was down here. So let's pull this back. So that's gone as a point of interest. And what do we know? We've got a engulfing candle here, but and I guess it was coiling downwards when it did it, but let's see. I'm not really seeing a good place for an entry. This is, let me put that back on. So we had a lower high, then we had this. This looks like accumulation, um, accumulation, accumulation, manipulation, and I don't even know. I'm expecting some sort of expansion in this direction, but who the hell knows if I'm wrong or not. What I'm waiting for, and let's keep this going down. Still doing quite well. So still have some time to break out. So like I said, lately I've been noticing that even if price is supposed to go in a particular direction you think it's supposed to be going, because we've been making higher lows, right? And then consolidating hard on the top of this range. I feel like it's going that way. But I need something for an entry. So what I'm looking for is for it to break out properly, retest, and then continue on. We've said that, so let's continue. Press play. Okay, so let's see if it plays the game. All right, playing with our emotions, breaking back above onto this upward thing. Still making a higher low. So what I'm thinking is if it breaks above this and stabilizes, I can enter. Oh, it's still going sideways. How gross is this? And I could be wrong. I mean, obviously, how the heck would I know? All right, so hold on a second. So based off of the action that we've seen so far, let me back up to the 15-minute and see what that looks like. Okay, so maybe I need to readjust. Maybe I'm not where I think I am in the break. You never know. Let me take all this stuff off. And let's do this. And all right, so we still got boom, boom. Adjust, good. And we didn't have a lot of reference for the top layer. So That's probably what's messing with me, but I'm still expecting. So, okay, so yeah, got to readjust. So I'm still expecting, let's move this down. Let's move this since it wants to meander all the way. Still expecting this sort of movement here. And I'm expecting, I'm hoping that it'll do that, retrace back down and then continue on back up to eat this imbalance. Because what I'm hoping to do is this. I am hoping for a long position from about here with a stop loss somewhere down here and ride it to this imbalance right here. I'm not going to go crazy. Yeah, I know it's not a lot, but I'm testing things out. And then maybe I can enter again to continue on. Boom, boom. If I'm right. Okay. So let's see. Let's continue this playback. Let's put it to 1. All right. All right. So let's see. Who's right? Who's right? Come on. Come on. Go up. Go up. Ah, I was wrong. Wrong direction. But remember what I said, right? It's the market will do what the market wants to do. And sometimes it'll fake you out. You know what? I wonder if this is the accumulation, this is the manipulation, and then it's going to finally roll up and give me the rest. So either that or this is a drop, base drop, but we'll see how price behaves. So we're coiling up or not. Come on, you can do it. Finding that these breakouts take a lot of time. They like really, really do. Okay. And also, guys, hold on. Since we're looking for price action, this version didn't work out, but look, let's see. We have a break here on the 15, and it's a good one, righteous? It's a good one. So what we can wait for is we've got this red candle here as our order block. We've got an imbalance right above it, righteous. So we could find a new entry area. We got to be fluid. And that's the thing I'm finding, like it got to be fluid. Plus we have this whole imbalance to kick it with. And yeah. And then by some insane coincidence, we also have a Quasimodo. Now I'm going to drop a link to Meet Kaplan's training stuff so you guys know what that is. So what I'm thinking for an entry is, so when price pulls back here, so instead of my original thought, I'm going to try for an entry right in the middle of this puppy right here. Put my stop loss below here. Let's say 1 ATR is about there approximately. And then now I can focus on my original target, which was this imbalance right here. Okay, let's see how that plays out. This is what I'm thinking. I'm just going to let it play at 3x. Speed this puppy up. Go, 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 go. Oh. Oh, yes. Mm. Don't. Come on. Be nice to me. Okay, the market's gonna do what the market's gonna do. Oh, oh, guys, come on. That was amazing. Oh, you know what? This makes me feel so much better because I've been struggling to try and figure out the best type of entries for these things. And, with these flag breakouts, yeah, sometimes they can boom and just go, right? But more than not, they try and fake you out first, right? And then it goes in your direction. So if you can find another juicy break and, oh my God, look at how well that worked. Ah! So what do we learn? And this is so exciting because what? We had 3 price action things in one place. We had the dragon fruit with the order block and the imbalance pretty much on top of each other. Then we had the Quasimodo, which is like the candle on the lowest high above the higher low that got the break. And those things were all intertwined together to make a nice juicy place to enter. And wow, Look at that. Perfect. We could have even been more crazy, but no, why would you do that? Yes. Oh, guys. This is awesome. All right, so I'm gonna close this one out because I don't want these to be too long. But just remember, what did we get out of what we were looking for? We were looking for a strong market structure break. That one's a good, strong one. And then it happened without, well, this one did range, so that's okay. But it's still a strong one. So we got one, but not two. It happened with imbalance, and there was a nice pump. Yeah. And did it have an engulfing candle? Oh my god, I didn't even check. See, keep forgetting stuff. Well, they had a morning star type thing, not necessarily an engulfing candle, but um, this guy is technically an engulfing candle because it engulfed this one, this one, this one, that one. Yes, yes, it had the engulfing candle too, and it had the fast pump. Not super fast, but it's slowly pulled back. Good, good. We weren't technically at a key level, so that's okay. And we caught it at the first retest of that space. Yes! Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right, guys. I'm, I'm just gonna stop right there and just be happy. I'll have a few more of these, but this is a great example of being patient, watching and waiting, and God knows when I start doing this on the real market, looking for these types of good breaks. um oh, the patience, oh my god, the patience, because I got in here right along here where it was up here, and I was thinking it was going to just do that, but it did, right? um but how long would we have had to wait, right? Because I came in about here, and before we could even get into that trade, that took freaking a day, y'all. A day for that good break to show up. Boo. But this worked out really well. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna stop here. But hey, this makes me feel a lot better. It might just be the frappy frap, but I'm gonna keep practicing. You keep practicing. We're gonna get better and better at this, at understanding the fake outs that shake out us beginner traders, and they're trying to screw us over and take our money. But no, we're going to learn this. We're going to learn, we're going to do better, we're going to get there, and we're going to take the money from the market makers, because that's what we're here for, to take the money. By the way, if you're a Star Wars lover, boom! Also, I know I started this off with like a bunch of anime shirts. I got to get a few more so I can wear one, like literally a shirt a day. I'm going to bust in like some more One Piece. Okay, maybe not some more One Piece. Maybe definitely some fairy tale. I'm thinking maybe Spy X Family, Overlord. What else am I watching right now? Actually, I'm watching way too much to keep up with, but I think I'll add those into the rotation. Maybe some My Hero Academia and some other stuff. So I gotta order them first. It's gonna take a while because I need nice soft things to caress my body. You know what I'm saying? Gotta caress. Ah man, that one felt good. I'm gonna say, because every time I get a loss, it just, in practice, and my mind isn't right, it just messes me up. But that felt good. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that, and hit a like, pop a comment down, let me know your thoughts, subscribe. I know this is all about my journey, but if anything that I'm learning can help you, or it does help you, I feel so happy, because I know I'm not the only one out here feeling these doubts and feeling these insecurities and not sure how to pull the trigger. So let's grow together. All right, y'all. So happy hump day. It is Wednesday. Boom. Shakira out.